time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Jason Martinez from 97.5 The Fanatic and the Stick to Hockey podcast, and you're listening to the drunkest, craziest motherfuckers this side of the Mississippi. Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live! Fuck with my ass, man. Yeah.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports coming at you live on a Friday night. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, and Blue Sky, we thank you, of course, for downloading the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all those places. We thank you. Long time return of Mr. Sean Callie Callahan. Welcome back, Callie. Welcome back to the show, dude. It's been like, I don't know, probably a year, I guess.
Decade?
It's been on
like a decade?
A decade? Yeah, decade sounds about right.
Feels like a decade.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man.
Yeah,
Same old,
back.
same old.
I guess it's not cold down there. Right? We're rocking the no sleeve.
Nah, it's about 74 degrees. It's a big difference.
Nice. You guys have a sauna going on over there,
right? Seriously, compared to what I usually have, the hazmat.
Yeah, it's we got some snow action today. We got all kinds of stuff going on today, and it is the Christmas season, so it's about time, right? We're hitting that.
It was actually very pretty. I'm going down. I'm like, all right, this is Christmas.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to stick around for Christmas, but it's cool. It's good. It's good stuff. A little snow on the ground.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a couple things to get to before we get into the sports talk tonight. Of course, we open up the show there. You heard Jason Martinez's voice. He made it public today. Our thoughts are with Mr. Jason Martinez. Raise a glass. He found out that he has a form of colon cancer. So luckily, it sounds like they might have caught it a little early, but he's got a long road ahead of him. So our thoughts are with Mr. Jason Martinez. Good friend of the show and a good dude, and just hope everything's okay for him and his family. But on top of that, we have some members of Corner Pub Sports family, man. Not directly on the show, but people that are close with us. We're just getting bad news after bad news with this stuff, man. I hate to start off on a down note, but it needs to be said. It's just been it's been a rough few weeks here with the big C, man. Cancer is just fucking popping up again, and it's insane. But so our thoughts with and I don't want to mention any other names because Jason made it public today, and that's the only reason I'm mentioning it. But the other people that I'm not going to mention their names, but they know who they are, and we hope everything's okay with them. And it sucks. So but yeah, let's holidays are here, and spend time with your holidays or spending time with your family during the holidays, and that's what it's all about.
Yep, 100%.
So, a couple things I want to mention also. 10th anniversary show. We've talked about it before. March 29th, Saturday afternoon. March 29th will be at Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne. Cannot wait. We're still putting some details together, but can say there's gonna be some special guests that are gonna be making it, and also the best food in the area. The pork sandwich, oh my god, dude! Like it's insane. They're
I'm all about that.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and of course the roast beef. That's what they're known for. It's fantastic, dude. The sandwich is like like that. But
dude, I'm there.
Should be awesome. And then
horseradish and that stuff.
Oh yeah. They got all that.
Yep.
Yeah, nice, dude. They make it right in front of you. Like they're carving the beef.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's a great spot. It's gonna be a great spot. It's a cool like throwback kind of vibe bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got the wood paneling and like that smell. It's awesome. It's a perfect place.
I'm definitely gonna try and make it up there for that.
That'd be cool. And then next Friday night is our best of 2024 show, year in review. We've done this every year since we've been on the air, this would be our 10th 10th time. I don't know. I can't count. Of doing it. So it's going to be coming at you next Friday night. It's always a good time. We were completely not doing it right after Christmas, but you know what? Why not? You know, it's usually just a night for us. We just sit back and drink anyway. Might as well just do that and listen to the clips. So about an hour and 20 minutes worth of clips we'll be playing back from the past year. It's some good stuff. But why don't we? I mean, I could ask Callie, but I will anyway. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking eggnog.
Little eggnog action for the Calinator.
Yep. Stopped at one. Stopped at one, and got some Southern Comfort whiskey, not whiskey. Eggnog. So
is that what it is? Southern Comfort and eggnog. That's what it's called.
It tastes like Southern Comfort, but there's nothing in there. It sucks.
Oh man, dude.
No,
all right, so we're gonna get to the Phillies in a second. All right, so real quick, I'm doing a ginger and Jameson, but not only a regular Jameson orange. I was like hesitant to mix the two because I wasn't sure how orange and ginger ale would be. Oh my god, it's like so refreshing. It's so good. We'll get to this. We'll get to the Phillies a little bit later. But Drunk Phils fans is chiming in here. Sean, Dave Dombrowski just said the Phillies are done with impactful signings. To me, they didn't even start. They don't need a reason to booze. Or I don't need a reason to booze, but I'm on a bender due to this news. That's ridiculous. You know what?
It is. That's a dumb statement.
You know what? Let's just start. Let's just start because he's on. He brought it up. I can't bring that up and not continue that subject. They are missing out so bad, and it's not that Dombrowski's not trying. From what it sounds like, he's made offers for guys. Like he tried to trade Bohm, tried to trade Castellanos. Yep. You know, I don't know what he was doing for the other trade for the pitcher from the Sox.
Crochet.
Yeah. I don't know what he was offering for that. I didn't see what the offer was. But obviously, it's not getting it done.
Yeah. I mean, Bowman's really the only chip they have, and Castellanos. And those two guys are just like, they're just so inconsistent. You don't you're taking a gamble on both of them. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? So they don't have any pure dude that you can be like, all right, even like a Trey Turner. Even he's been inconsistent. But, you know what I mean? They can't trade Trey Turner. Bowman Castellanos are two guys they can gain 4, and obviously nobody wants them. So that's not good. You're almost at this point now. It sucks because I hate when you throw guys' names out there because it doesn't go well into the next season. They're trying to get rid of you. So, and Bowman's already head case to begin with. So hopefully that doesn't impact them and they sit down and look, it's business. This is what happens. But you don't know what's going to happen with that. It works. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't.
I'm assuming that's Chris from Drunk Phils fans. By the way, if you don't follow Drunk Phils fans, you're missing out. It's funny. I just put Phillies missing out on the banner here. You're missing out if you don't follow Drunk Phils fans. They have good content over there. So Facebook, and X and Instagram. So go check them out. Easy to find, Drunk Phils fans. But yeah, I'm 100% with him on that. They didn't start. They're done with impactful signings. They didn't start. So they got Max Kepler.
Yeah.
From the Twins.
It's just he's
he sucks.
Above. Yeah, he's above a little bit better than Austin Hayes, and that trade didn't do shit. So you're just getting one more inconsistent hitter after another. It's I feel like they do this every year. They sign one guy for 1 year. Whit Merrifield, perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
They get these guys that are they're fringy and they don't want to pay a lot for them, but they never pan out. So it's why don't you just go for it all with somebody instead of this freaking dink and dunk shit, which they're doing every offseason. It's always dink and dunk. Same in the bullpen. They sign these guys to a 1 year deal. It's they come in the first game, they get blown up, and they're done for the year. It's just go for what is going to be, is going to work for you, and they don't do it. They just patchwork.
I didn't expect. Jesus, Callie with the gun. I
should have put them away. I should have put them away.
Some women for the rest of us dudes in the world.
I know. I'm sorry. My fault.
That's what I was saying. I'm damn, dude, I guess it's not cold in that basement. Dave Langle, Merry Christmas, brother. Thanks for listening this year, man. We appreciate it.
Christmas, buddy.
Yeah, hope everyone has a great Christmas despite what the Phillies do. Maybe the Phillies would give us a gift. 1 year they gave us Cliff and Cliff missed right before Christmas, right?
Yep.
Cliff Lee. No, I don't see. I just don't see
No,
anything
that's not gonna
happening.
happen this year.
I was very apprehensive on thinking they were going to do anything this offseason, to be honest with you. I knew they were going to get Soto. I just knew that wasn't going to happen.
He was never a possibility. Nah.
No, I mean, I don't know if it didn't even sound like they even kicked the tires from what I heard.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks great on paper. Sounds like a great idea, but they can't do it. It's just it's too much money.
And then you look at the deal.
Yeah.
You look at the deal. Like the Phillies weren't going to sign him to a 15-year deal.
Nah.
That's insanity.
Exactly.
So Max Kepler, 31 years old, a career like 260 hitter or something, 250 hitter. I don't know what he is, something around that. His OPS is horrible.
Yep.
He has very little pop. He can hit a few here and there, but as an outfielder, corner outfielder, you want your corner outfielder hitting like 20, 15, 20, especially in this ballpark. Come on. That guy's not hitting that. He's going to get you 9.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get you some ribbies, but
he also gets hurt a lot. I think he gets hurt a lot too. Look back. That's another thing. I saw it. I'm like, well, this is just another Whit Merrifield signing and Austin Hayes trade. Just move on. Like it doesn't move the needle for me whatsoever.
Yeah.
No. So
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, come on. And I don't want to pick one of them.
But it did infuriate me when you said we're done spending. I'm like, wait a second, you're gonna Max Kepler as your golden duck for the freaking going into the season. Like, you got to do something more than that. Like, I know they signed a guy in the bullpen not too long ago, but that could be anybody.
Like this is almost like we're going back to the and I'm not going to say completely because we're still a better team than that team was, but like the 2012 season, 2013 season when you came out of that peak. You didn't get it. I mean, you did get it done in 2008, but then you couldn't get it done after that. Yep. And after that, you just, you downgraded like NLC, World Series, NLCS, wild card. Yeah. And then out of the playoffs.
And that was it. Because then Halladay fan, he phased out. And that was it. Once Halladay phased out, it was a spiral because Howard was done. Utley he had bad knees. Yeah, you're right. It was all aging veterans. Remember, they kept trying to make patchwork with them too. Hoping that they would, somehow come out of it, and they never did. Yeah, and you're right, 100% right. It does remind me of that.
Yeah, I mean, they're better now than that team was for sure because just because of the fact that Harper is still very high level production. Mm-hmm. You hope that Turner can somehow find it. But next year you might start looking because Schwarber and Castellanos are probably both gone. I would think.
Yeah.
Then you're stuck with Stott.
I know.
Like, I don't know, man.
I don't either.
It's JT's going to be gone, so I just don't know here. It's so what do they say? So Phil's lack of guy has attitude. Chip on the shoulder dude has 10-pound nuts. Harper seems to have that edge, or seems to have lost that edge. It's just nine white country dudes with minimal moxie. And Jay Parr just brought up a good point here. But Dave Langle won't win anything if they're sticking with that same lineup. Nope, absolutely not.
They've done it 3 years in a row. Look what's happened.
The core can't get it done.
What sucks too is like you figure you put this much money, you put that talent on the field, and yet you still have to try to find somebody else to bring in to take, to help take them over the top, which you're not gonna be able to do. And they spent so much money on these guys. You should have to be like lose sleep overnight over Trey Turner, what he's going to do the next year. Like the money we paid him, it should be guaranteed.
It should be automatic.
100%.
Top of lineup, get on base, twice a night. That whole thing.
That's the scary part about it. We should be, instead of worrying about free agents, we should have to be worried about free agents. We should be like, all right, this team is ready to go. Boom. But no, we have no clue what we're going to get. The lineup is so inconsistent,
Yeah, Jay said Braves and the Mets are going to be the top teams next year, and he's probably right. Yep. Don't forget, man, the Braves were hurt last year, and they still made a fight, and they lost quite a bit of their team. And as much as I hate the Braves and the Mets as mentioned the next person, but I'm not so sure that the Phillies are better than those two teams. And
they're getting Acuna back too.
Yeah, you lost that. You lost Estevez.
They lost Fried. They lost Fried.
No, they lost Fried, but we lost Hoffman and Estevez.
Yeah.
Who were pretty. I mean, Hoffman was a solid part of that bullpen. Now he's gone.
Yeah.
you did sign a reliever from Toronto the other week, but again, it's not
Whatever.
making
We'll see. Yeah, that's
I mean, yeah, right here. The existing players need to step the fuck up and play to their potential. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
If you get a good season, consistent season out of, maybe you get a full season out of Bohm, right? Maybe you get a full season out of Turner and something like that. And maybe JT can play 80 games this year and give you production during those games. There's a lot of maybes.
So it's everywhere is a maybe. Every position's a question mark. Yep. Everyone. Even center field. I guess we're going there with Rojas again. It's like
be Rojas and Marsh, I guess. Again.
Yep, yeah, and like I'm tired of those guys. I'm
well,
done
now you got Kepler.
Yeah, we got Kepler now. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll jump in there. He'll be all right. He's the only thing I will say about Kepler. He is an outstanding defender.
I heard that. Yeah, I read that.
He's a good defensive player, but otherwise he's not giving you anything. He's another platoon guy.
Yep.
We have enough platoon guys on this team.
Exactly.
But another thing that happened today, Christian Watson, Dimeback stud, is going to Houston because why not? Why not?
Yeah, make it.
The Yankees get Devin Williams. Sure, why not?
But we're done. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. Can't make a trade for a mid-level player.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I didn't expect the Phillies to make a big splash, but I wanted them to go out and get some mid-level talent, consistent mid-level talent, and they didn't do it.
Hey, it is what it is right now. We'll see.
Oh man.
Yeah, where he never played. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play. Yeah, he's gonna have to play left field because they're not gonna move Nick. Where are you gonna put Nick?
Yep.
You gonna put him in left field? I mean, Nick's actually done okay out and right. So.
I know. I'm telling you, this team is so frustrating. Every single player frustrates you in some way. Am I not right? Every single player.
Pretty much.
Every player.
Except for Wheeler. Wheeler's the only one that
Wheeler's he's a stud. Yeah, he's our only guy.
He's literally the only player.
Yeah, but look at it. Stott, you never know with that guy. Harper, you know what you're getting with Harper. But then you have Turner, obviously. Bohm, obviously. Schwarber, he'll strike out 5 times a game. It's like you just don't know what you're getting. Rojas, you have no clue what you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Great glove. Don't get me wrong. I love his glove, but he can't. He's just an instant out.
Yeah, Rojas. I mean, Rojas had a little bit of a better year last
year. He did. Yeah. I don't hate the guy. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
I don't hate him either. I think if you had, I tell you what, if you had guys like Turner and JT,
exactly, it would mask that.
You wouldn't care. Like, yeah. And if he had what the year was last year, yes, that's how he got the name. That's how we got our name, Callie.
Yes.
Because of the sun's out, guns out.
I need my vitamins and minerals.
Let me tell you something, brother.
That way to the gym.
I'm coming day and night.
I was trying to look for where the hell is it? Oh, I got this.
Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat and you scrounged little bastard.
I'm trying to find the Hulk Hogan one. I forget what it's called. I'm not looking for it. But yeah, I mean, so you're seeing all these other teams making moves. The Phillies are sitting on their hands, apparently, for the rest of the offseason. Great.
Yep, they're good. They're good. Yep, they're good.
Thanks a lot. That's great. And guess what? You already dropped the ball by offering commemorative tickets to people for the whatchamacallit, the freaking NLDS. Because everyone wants to buy those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. At 6-game. Oh God,
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it anymore. Fucking Mets, goddamn Mets.
Yep, they are gonna be good. I don't care, but they're gonna be good.
Probably.
So are the Braves. I know they almost freed, but I mean, getting Acuna back. That's
the Braves. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like getting that's like getting a Soto. I mean, Kuno he's ridiculous. So that part's they're gonna be good.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right, we'll change subjects here. Let's go over to
stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt.
Oh man. Ooh. All right, we'll change subjects here. Let's go to the Eagles. Let's go to a team that is doing something. Yep. I don't know if 10 wins in a row. So,
I think it's 12-2.
franchise record, man. 10 wins in a row. Sets a franchise record. Philadelphia team's been around for almost 100 years. 1933.
Yeah.
1933, man. And that's the first time they've ever done that. And they're playing at a great level right now. And that game last week, we talked about it on our show with Ryan, Gary, and Mike. What else do they have left to prove?
Mm-hmm.
And I said if they win this game, they took another step and they proved something else. And Mike was like, well, there's nothing left to prove. They already beat they already beat the Ravens. I'm like, yeah, but you still want to beat these AFC teams, just to keep showing that you're for real.
You got to keep winning. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just take a loss just because you.
I heard a lot of people say that maybe it'd be good if they lost the Steelers. No, I'm not buying that. You got to keep winning. This you got to win this out.
And the thing is like, it's hard to win in the NFL, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's not like baseball where you're playing 10 games in a row every night.
Yeah.
It's a week apart, so it's not like, oh my God, we won last week. How are we gonna do this week? Like, it's not like that, man. Like, you're playing hard no matter who you're playing. Who you're playing against. Yeah. Granted, you take some teams lightly, like the Panthers, but you play a physical game, and chances are you're going to win because of the way that this team's built. Mm-hmm. I mean, that offensive line is just it's something to watch, man. It's so much fun to watch.
I actually liked the fact that, I mean, obviously you love Barkley, because Barkley he's been bailing us out all year. I was actually kind of glad that it took other guys to win this game, not just 100%. Barkley. Not an 80-yard touchdown run to save their ass at the end. It's like they legitimately, like, Gainwell played great. He only had 7 carries, but he had 4 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
They were all big plays. And that's he was filling. Barkley just didn't look right. He didn't look right from the very beginning. I don't know if it was his spike. Notice he kept slipping.
Well, he did, and then he said his knee got a little tweaked.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, that Fitzpatrick hit. But he came back in the game. He just didn't look right the whole game. It was like he wasn't getting his footing or something. And I'm fine because he's been carrying us all season, so he can take his seat back. I was just glad to see the other guys step up. I mean, he had 22 targets receptions between him and Smith. We've been waiting for that all year. So we finally got it, and they showed there's other ways that they had, because all these teams have on tape right now is Barkley bailing them out. If you think about it, almost every game that's how it's been now. So I loved how this game played out, to be honest with you.
I agree. I didn't think it was going to play out that way. I thought that maybe they were going to try to do the pass a little bit and then start running the ball like they always have. For some reason, I just thought they were going to try to force the run to show that we can run against these teams, because they did against the Ravens, 2 weeks prior. But no, it was just we're going to sling the ball. You're going to take the run away. And they are a good run defense. And like you said, Barkley didn't look right, and they knew Barkley something was off, and they held him out of that second quarter and sling the ball all over the place. Okay, you're going to stop us that way. Now try to stop this. Boom, 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 boom. Good luck.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I like. That's what the thing I took away from this game is the other guys stepped up when Barkley just wasn't ready. Wait till this all comes together. If they're going to go into this season, the last 3 games of the season and that all comes, you have to worry about you have to worry about everybody on this team. I mean, hopefully they get Goddard back. I'm not sure what's up with him. But I like Calcaterra. I like Calcaterra a lot.
They're hoping he's back by the playoffs.
We need him back because Hurts got to go to somebody when those 2 guys aren't open. Brown and Smith, but Calcaterra's all right. I mean, he had that 1 big catch. But he's got to get his block. His blocking is not as good as Goddard. He missed a lot of blocks. And I think that's why a lot of times, that's why you see Hurts. A lot of times he's being pressured so much because you're not getting. He's a rookie. He's 5 games in. He's not picking up on those blocks. So
what an interesting thing I saw it this week that Johnny Wilson is actually 3rd on the team in pass blocking grades.
Yeah,
and that includes the linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the dude's 6'6" or something, some 10. Crazy freaking tall. The dude's like a linebacker coming at you. What if, I was thinking about this week. What if next year, instead of drafting a tight end, you just move Johnny Wilson to tight end?
It's a possibility. Put 20 pounds on.
You're not I don't know if and it's hard because it's such a small sample size and it's his first season. But he doesn't seem to have great hands to me.
Yeah, he's not fast either. He's hard.
No,
it takes a lot for him to get open. Yeah.
He's like a big target. I mean, it'd be good in the red zone, but he doesn't have those hands to, like, it doesn't seem like he can pull in balls or whatever. Like, I don't know. He
I know
has
what you mean.
hands. But you throw him in there as a tight end or something, and granted, you have good hands as a tight end too. But maybe he plays like a 12 set or something, and you put him and someone else on the other side. I don't know. It's just
definitely something to think about.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this week. I'm like, maybe it's something they consider. I mean,
what was? Didn't Goddard just sign a contract? What was his contract?
Goddard's done after next season, I think. See, he's signed through 25, and then he's gone.
All right, yeah, you're gonna have to start looking for a replacement because he's not. He gets hurt too much. And when he's not hurt and he's out there, sometimes he's invincible. Like he's invisible. Like you don't even hear his name until third quarter, fourth quarter, and he'll come up with a big catch here and there, but you need something more than that. This offense is so much better with a dynamic tight end.
Yeah, we've talked about it before on here. I never understood the people saying that he's like it's like 1 and 1A with him and Ertz. Speaking of, I made a mistake today. I'm wearing a Zach Ertz jersey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and forgetting that.
I noticed that earlier.
Forgetting that Zach Ertz plays for the Commanders. Yeah, and I'm like,
I noticed that earlier. I'm like, wait, who the hell? Like, I was like, I let it go. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I wearing this? Yeah, I didn't think that went through. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I still love the guy, man. He
dude.
Game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I mean,
and the dude, he's still. I know he's hurt. He's having a good season.
Yeah, he is.
Who would have thought? I thought when he was with the Cardinals, he was done, but he came here and he's made that better.
He's having
and he shows you what a veteran is. A veteran, every team needs that guy. So I wish we still had him.
Calais Campbell. So if Miami gets eliminated from the playoffs, the Dolphins have informed Campbell that they would release him to allow him to sign with a contender. Dude, I would grab him in a second, like in a heartbeat.
Howie, I guarantee you, Howie's on speed dial.
I would grab him, man. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Where's my giggity? There it is.
Giggity.
I haven't played that one in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, I gotta pour a little more of this orange.
Just take a shot.
No, I'm good. Promise I was gonna take it somewhat easy tonight.
Pussy.
Yeah, you don't even drink anymore.
I'm like the peer pressure guy.
Yeah, you're
I'm not even doing the drugs to peer pressure you with.
Yeah.
Pussy.
You don't want none of this, do we?
Yeah, make you feel good. Make all your bad memories go away. It makes sex better.
Does it make? Yeah. What they say? Is it a gate? Does it make you do other things? Absolutely not.
Is it addicting? It's not habit forming, Dewey.
It's not habit forming.
Well, I don't want to get addicted.
Not
Dude, that movie is genius. I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's one of the funniest movies of all time.
I gotta watch that again. It's been a while.
Jack White plays Elvis. He's like, what? He's like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What the fuck he just said? And then Buddy Holly is what's his face? Malcolm Middle. What the hell's that kid's name? You know what I'm talking about?
Frankie Nunez.
He's playing Buddy Holly.
Everyone's commenting on the guns.
Dude, I'm sorry. I should have put them away. I didn't realize it called such attention. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. Man, I don't remember what the Hulk Hogan thing was. Oh well. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. It's not this, but I'm just gonna play this anyway.
You feel the pressure. You've got to come inside that guy, and if the guy's going to reach, he's going to go through your body.
For no reason. I'm just, it's there, and I just can't.
Just play whatever.
It's just here's Macho Man.
You're going to have something oozing out your ears, and it's not going to be machismo. No, it's going to be called something else. Yeah.
Snapping his Slim Jim. Dig it.
I forgot to dig it. Don't you dig it, Miss Elizabeth?
Miss Elizabeth.
Mega powers, yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, come down here now.
His theme song was so iconic that high schools and colleges play it all the time.
Really?
Graduation.
Dude, I miss WWF so much.
Yeah. I can't even watch that stuff now.
Oh hell no!
I can't watch
Is
it.
it even on anymore? Like, does it even exist? I haven't watched it.
Apparently, it's still very popular.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in that. I'm not in that loop anymore. But
like Cody
I
Rhodes.
was at one time.
Hair. Like, I don't know who this dude is. Like,
yeah,
bring back the crazy psychopaths, like the steroid using nut.
Dude, those dudes are huge. Those guys are big.
Bring those guys back.
Yeah.
Said he's like want to be MMA fighters with the bleach blonde hair. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. But yeah, old school wrestling.
The only guy I want with bleach blonde hair is Goldust. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Dave said he's watching it right now. I guess it's SmackDown.
See?
Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'm saying people still watch it.
Yeah. Hey, all tired, dude. Have fun with it. I love it too.
Yeah.
Miss Callie's like, what the fuck's he doing down there?
Yeah. So Calais Campbell, if the Dolphins, I can't believe if Calais Campbell becomes a free agent, dude, and they let him go for that, like, please.
Yep.
Like,
I'll pick him up at the airport.
Yeah. That'd be great. Just get that rush, man. Get that rush coming off the edge there. That'd be awesome. But we'll see. But yeah, dude, that Steelers game, again. So we talked about the offense. What about the other side of the ball? That defense.
It's unreal. Yeah. Dude, Russell Wilson had no shot to do anything. I mean, I know Pickens was out. Even if Pickens was in that game, they're still winning that game. It wouldn't matter.
I agree.
People are like, "Oh, they didn't have the best receiver." It means nothing. It's they own Russell Wilson. Were they like 6-1 or 5-1 or something?
No, actually, it's the opposite.
Is it really? I read that wrong. So yeah,
it's the first loss for Wilson.
That's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he still beat them Seahawks.
We own the Steelers here.
Yeah,
they're 11-0 now against them in Philly.
Which is kind of shocking because like they had the Roethlisberger days. Like, how did Roethlisberger never beat him? I
mean, even think about like the mid '90s. The Eagles stunk. Even some of the '80s.
That is ridiculous. Yeah.
The early '80s Eagles.
I mean, they had like Neil O'Donnell back then and that bullshit. But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they were still a Super Bowl team then.
Yep.
They're still winning.
Yeah, you're right.
They still had,
Jerome
Bettis, and even before that, they had Bam Morris.
Mm-hmm.
They're Bam Morris.
Yeah,
23, I think.
Good old days. Those are good old days.
Yeah, Bam Morris, Foster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barry Foster.
Barry Foster was it.
Yeah. Yeah, he went on to the Panthers. He was still good with the Panthers too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some good teams. I'm surprised. That's really shocking. Yeah, because Eagles sucked there.
He was one of their first running backs.
Right.
Panthers.
Yeah.
I
think he was. Yeah. Because they were expansion, 96, I think?
96.
97, yeah. I don't remember who the quarterback was. Well, I remember. Who's help?
Kerry Collins?
Was it? Yeah, it was Kerry Collins, yeah. You remember who beat us, right?
Yeah. When in 03?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was freaking
Jake Delhomme.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Delhomme, yeah. I just keep thinking of the
how in the fuck did we lose to Jake Delhomme?
How did we lose to Brad Johnson?
I know. That
2 years in a row.
That season still haunts me. I was at that game. I was at that Bucs game.
Were you? Dude, that's the worst.
Dude, I mean, I left there. I couldn't even like. I feel like I floated out of there. I had just no emotion. I got in the car.
Loss I can ever remember. That was the worst.
Yep, that is the worst. Tiki Barber's still fucking running.
Yeah, lost to it had Delhomme and
Ronnie Barber. Sorry,
Ronnie Barber, Joe Jurvicious.
Yeah, Joe Jurvicious. Yeah. Jason Sehorn. Remember he fucking made that catch from the Giants? It fucking like fell over and it fell in his fucking middle of his legs. Which
yeah.
Dude, we took some rough losses.
I mean, and we lost to the Rams, who were a great team.
Yeah. 2001. Yep. Yeah. But think about it. That team was like that Eagles team was good. Like they took that was the greatest show on turf.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking lost the last minute of the game.
Torrey Holt.
Yeah, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce,
Ricky Paul,
fucking Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
That team was stacked. Kurt Warner. I mean, yeah, your team was stacked.
Yeah.
We almost beat with James Thrash. Like that was James Thrash time.
James Thrash and Todd Pinkston.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are your LJ Smith.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Here you go, Donovan. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was because Andy Reid didn't believe in wide receivers. Now he loves them.
It's like handing them a pocket full of used rubbers and be like, "Go ahead, good luck."
Yeah. Have fun with this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So sneaky. So, but besides those, like, you know, the early 2000s and most of the 2000s, I mean, really since the turn of the century, the Eagles have been one of the more consistent teams in the NFL. But like the, you know, mid 90s, they were terrible. Some of the early 90 years, you know, when Cunningham got hurt and stuff. I mean, well, even then, like 93 is when the downfall started.
Yeah.
And then
you're going like
in the 80s, they had no offense in the 80s. Like, you know, before the, you know, 85, 84, 83, they were terrible back then.
Yeah.
So like those years, the Steelers, none of those years that the Steelers came in, they couldn't beat the Eagles.
It's so hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
But
whatever.
we got another one, man. 12-2, looking good. And we got Washington this week. So I think we should do a little breakdown here. I don't know if you saw the Commanders are giving us bulletin board material.
Right before I came on here.
I don't understand
That's
why.
That's an idiotic move. Yeah, idiotic move.
Yeah, Brian Robinson Jr. comes out and says
we're better than Eagles. Yep.
Yeah, we're better than them. Okay, cool.
All right, whatever. We'll see it. Yeah.
I mean, we already beat your ass the first time. Like, I don't
talk all you want.
They humbled Jaden Daniels the first time. You know, I mean, granted, he saw them now, but the Eagles have seen Daniels enough too.
He doesn't scare me anymore. He's a novelty. He's another novelty.
He's another novelty. He's a rookie. Yeah, he's done.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they got film on him now. So the first 4 games, anybody can fucking be great because you have no idea what the fuck you're expecting.
We've seen that here. Bobby Horn.
You see his weakness. Exactly, yeah. Bobby Horn was fucking Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
Brock Purdy. You know, like
another guy.
Yeah.
Once you get film on guys, things change.
Yep.
Unless you're a true stud, and I don't believe he's a true stud. I'm not saying he's not good. Don't get me wrong.
I think Brock Purdy's.
No, they're all good. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying once you get film on them, it starts to dial down a little bit. You know?
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to take over the NFL like everybody thought he was going to do. You know.
I'll tell you what. If Nick Foles had played that entire season in 17, do you think they win the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either. I think they're a good team. And, you know, granted, if he stays healthy, but Carson Wentz was ridiculous that year.
Yeah, and
he was
not even that. Wentz aside, I think the same situation. Not that no one knew who Nick Foles was, and you couldn't watch him. But in that RPO kind of type of offense, he was still fresh to that year with those weapons. If he had done that for 16 games, you would have had plenty of tape on Nick Foles, and I don't know if they'd make that run.
I think you're right.
Those 12 quarters he played were the most outstanding 12 quarters of football I ever saw.
He was like the perfect example of being like in the zone. Like he was in the zone. He could do no wrong. He was Tom Brady. Like how many times did we see Tom Brady in the playoffs?
Yeah.
So like, and it's so hard to stay in that zone week to week to week. And he did it for 4 weeks in a row, basically 5 weeks in a row. And Carson Wentz was in that zone up until he got hurt. So you had 2 quarterbacks that were both in the zone. You don't get that. What are the chances of that? You have 1 quarterback usually, not 2, especially a backup. So I mean, it was lightning in a bottle. That season can never be duplicated by another team. I don't see how that'll ever happen again. Where you have a Pro Bowl quarterback, because Carson Wentz was a Pro Bowl quarterback that year. And then you have it'd be like Tom Brady getting hurt, and whoever the backup was back then taking the Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. You know, when Tom Brady gets hurt, you're done. But Nick Foles came in, you'll just may never see it again. I mean, who the hell is Lamar Jackson hurt? Who's their backup? He's not good. They're not going to the Super Bowl. Any like starting quarterback, top 10 quarterback, their backup's not taking the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, Cooper Rush. He's actually. I'm not going to say anything about. I can't stand Dak Prescott. Cooper Rush is actually. He's playing good football. They might be better without Prescott. Yeah, better off without Prescott. Like
I bet you they're probably. I'm not gonna say they're probably not regretting that deal yet, but they're probably looking at that going, man, maybe we should have done that.
That offense looks pretty good. I'm glad they're out of it. Let's put it that way. I mean, serious. Yeah. I'm glad they're. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Well, you know what happened? They can start running. Rico Dowdle's starting to run the ball over.
And the pressure's off them. They're playing non-pressure football.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so against Washington here, I guess we can do offense versus defense, that type of thing, and come up with a prediction here. So Eagles offense against the Washington Commanders defense. you got a decent Commanders defense.
Not bad.
The secondary, gets beat. Obviously, the Eagles' receiving core is among the best in the league. Their running game's among the best in the league. Offensive line is the best in the league. You got Hurts playing at a pretty sustainable level here. He's now, I think, 8th all time in winning percentage.
Yeah,
which is insane.
it is.
And since the bye week, he's 10-0. So I don't know what else you can say, but I'm giving the edge to the Eagles there.
I am too. I mean, I feel like this game's gonna be close, just because every NFC East game is always close. So that wouldn't be a shocker to anybody. But one thing that always scares me about the Redskins is they always have a wide receiver that seems to go off against us.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be Zacchaeus, it could be Brown. I think Diami Brown's still back. I think he's back. I think Noah Brown's still out.
I think it's only a 3.5 point spread.
That's what I mean. It's Vegas knows something, and I feel like this game's going to be close right down to the end. I'm not going to give a prediction yet. I'll wait to the end, but Redskins always have that wide receiver that seems to score 2 or 3 touchdowns against us. It could be Terry McLaurin. He's on a roll right now too. I wouldn't be surprised if he torches us for 150 yards or something stupid like that. But
it is interesting.
There's always something. There's always something.
Numbers wise, like statistics, they're pretty like these teams aren't that far apart. I mean,
they're not. Yeah.
Points per game. Eagles are 8th. Redskins or Commanders are 6th. I mean, they're pretty close. Yeah. Points allowed, Eagles are number 1, and Commanders are 16th. Yards per game, 6th and 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Rushing yards is pretty. I mean, they're pretty close, 1st and 3rd. Like that's.
I mean, a lot of that's probably from Eckler. Luckily, he's out. So.
3rd down percentage, they're 7th and 6th each in favor of the Eagles. The sacks, 9th and 14th. I mean, it's still pretty close. I mean, they're 3 off of each other. And there's takeaways are really close. It's wild, man, how close they are. But their records 12-2 and 9-5. And
the Redskins almost lost last week. They could have seriously lost that game. They came down the last play of the game.
Yeah, they could be in a lot of trouble right now if they did.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I feel like the Eagles definitely have an edge, because the Eagles know how to win these games. And the Redskins showed last week that they're still a young team, and they had problems putting the Saints away. So
yeah, Saints with a quarterback who was playing for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Saints should have won that game. Saints should have won that game.
They should have won that game.
That stupid play call for the
it was terrible. Yeah, they throw it the far right to the end zone or something stupid, and also Camaro got hurt. So Camaro, it was Kendra Miller the rest of the game. So they didn't have to fucking deal with Camaro, and they still almost lost him.
So the other side of the ball, we got the Eagles defense taking on the Commanders offense. I just kind of read out the numbers there. The teams are pretty evenly matched on statistic wise. Eagles are still getting after the quarterback even with Graham being out. The secondary is still playing at a very high level. They're 1st in the league against points against, going against the team that's 3rd in the league in points for. So going to be interesting. Do the Commanders make adjustments from their first matchup? And do they get the edge this time? I don't know.
I think this is going to be another Barkley game. I think he's going to bounce back, and he's just going to take over this game. That's just how I'm looking at it. They're going to still sprinkle in Brown, obviously, and Smith. I don't think they're going to rely on them as much. I think Barkley's just going to go off. I think last week was like, get that out of your mind, and he's still going. Remember, they're still going for the record.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that's the reason why to keep running them, but he's going to get the ball, and if he gets the ball, it's so hard to stop him right now. Every team in the NFL is afraid to play the Eagles because of Saquon Barkley. They're not afraid of Devontae Smith, and don't get me wrong, they're good, but nobody wants to play Saquon Barkley right now, especially when
you're number one. Number one thing to stop Saquon.
Yeah, exactly. So nobody wants to play that, and that's just. I have a feeling he's going to take over, and then Hurts is playing the best he's been playing all year.
Yeah,
it's going to be really tough to stop.
I agree. I think any time from Saquon this week is a good bet, because I think it's been 2 weeks. Yeah. I think he goes off. And on the other side, I like the matchup again. I mean, I think the Eagles secondary has done a great job all year. I think they continue. This could be a sneaky game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles lose this game.
No, I wouldn't either.
They're coming off a gauntlet of games here, and you're getting towards the end here, and you're looking towards the division, hopefully winning the division here, and There's no distractions this week, not unlike last week, which is a good thing.
Yeah, 100%.
But every time you think that they're gonna, they come out slow. Like last week, they actually scored 10 points in the first quarter, and they scored a field goal in the first drive. So like they're starting to get that going a little bit. That whole slow start thing, they're starting to kind of put that aside. But the question is it is that going to continue, or are they going to come out slow again? And you don't want to go down 14-0 to a team like Washington. But I still give the Eagles the slight edge on.
I do. I mean, Brian Robertson. Brian Robertson's good. He's not Saquon Barkley. And after that, they have Chris Rodriguez. He's not going to do shit against this defense. Now, if they had Eckler, I'd be a little worried because Eckler's he's legit. You know what I mean? You have that.
Hurt them last time.
Yeah,
Eckler had
exactly.
catches, I think, last time.
Yeah.
Like
so when they get down, like say the Eagles are up 14-7 and or 17-7, something like that. But when you have Eckler out there, he can score anytime he gets the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that there now. It's literally just Terry McLaurin, in my opinion. That's all. He's the only threat out there. You shut him down, or even get close to shut him down. We shouldn't lose Diami Brown. I mean that would be inexcusable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Zacchaeus, whoever else, whoever, and Sinat. If Ertz doesn't play, you have Ben Sinat, the rookie tight end. Like, so should we really shouldn't be worried if we look at it on paper. But you know how the Eagles have played this year. Like they don't fully come out and take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So not that, like you said, if they would lose, it wouldn't shock me. But it also would shock me if they win this game, 28-14, something like that, 35. So
yeah, I mean they've been shutting down offenses left and right.
Yeah,
at some point, you're due for a game where they kind of let off a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if that's this week, especially being a division game. I don't know if that's going to happen this week, but yeah, I mean it's going to happen most likely at some point.
Yeah. But no, all these wins, they have to win out. Was it the Lions have to lose one? I forget. I saw it today.
Lions have to lose another one.
Yeah.
And then, if the Eagles win out, it's over.
They went out there. So they just have to win it. Yeah.
If they both lose another one. If they both lose one, Detroit still gets the tiebreaker.
Like, you need that 1 week off. And it's so valuable in the NFL to get that week to heal. Whole week to look at tape. You get to look at everybody you're going to play. You know what I mean?
Relax for a week.
Yeah, just get that grind off of you, and you don't realize how big it is. Like you don't want to play the extra game. The extra game is just then you got to travel. You got all those games at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about it. If the Eagles would have played that game in Atlanta when they won the Super Bowl that year, I think Atlanta might have won that game because it was like they came right down to the last play of the game. I think you were here for that game. You were here for that game.
I was at your house. Yeah.
So I mean, like, think about that. Like that's
Connor was freaking 2 years old running around.
Just big, yeah. I was back before I had my basement done. That was
fun,
was this big. That was good. That was a great
remember being barely cold. Being barely cold that night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good time, man.
That was fun though. Yeah.
And not thinking like when they won that game, you're like, all right, division game, all right, cool. That was a big win, but you're still apprehensive because you didn't know. You didn't know what Foles was going to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But when they beat the Vikings, I'm like,
dude, it was over the kickoff. It was basically over. Yeah. Remember, what's his face got the interception? Who the fuck was that? Who got the interception that took it back 90 yards? And it was over. It was over from there. Who was that?
Why is his name slipped my mind right now?
Yeah. Damn it, I can't think of who that was. But it was over. It was like the best ever playoff game because we could just relax, knowing we were going to the Super Bowl by the third quarter. Basically, it was like they never get that again. Who the hell was that? It's gonna bother me.
I'm trying to think who it was now. Patrick Robinson.
Yeah, Patrick Robinson. Yep.
I knew it was like Pat. I kept thinking Patrick.
I still remember. I still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Man, that team, and that was the other, and that team like had vibes like this year. Like you went out and got Ajayi in the middle of the year, and like. Yeah, your identity that year was run first.
Yeah,
but then remember, they got to the playoffs and they were slinging the ball all over the place.
Yeah, it was all over the place. Yeah,
flea flickers and
everything. It was like nothing could go wrong. Zach Ertz is wide open down the field every play.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like nothing could go wrong. I just don't know if we'll ever get that again. But I mean, this team, who knows? They looked like that last week.
This Team's looking pretty good, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Team's looking pretty good. We'll see.
Like I said, it's very rare their team loses their number one tight end and they don't miss a beat because the tight end's usually, like I said, the main guy out there with the blocking, the security blanket. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Goddard is to Hurts, security blanket. He's like that. Screw that. I'm just gonna go down the field. So now you're using the wide receivers, which you should be doing all along to begin with when you have AJ Brown, but he wasn't doing that in the beginning of the season. He was like shying away from both of them. Really, you think about it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So now he's forced to throw to him, and then you see what happens. You know.
So what's your prediction on the game itself?
Well, I have a feeling it's gonna be close. It's gonna be. I have the Eagles 28-17, but that score is gonna be. It's gonna be closer than what that score looks like. It's gonna be. They're gonna pull away in the fourth quarter because of Barkley. That's how I'm looking at it. He's gonna take over the game like he's been all year, and he, like I said, he's going for the record. Not that I don't even care about the record, to be honest with you. I would love to see him get it. That's not what I think that they need him to just keep moving on. They need that momentum to keep going. You lost momentum last week. Just get it back. You only have 3 games to get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
you got to average like 132.
Yeah, I don't want to see another dud game this week. I don't have to worry. Gainwell was great. I don't have to worry about Gainwell. When he's on the field, I cringe, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But he took over last week. He looked great, but
yeah, he did.
I don't have to worry about Gainwell.
And even the game before, like he's actually he's getting more touches down.
He is. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
but I don't want to worry about Gainwell going to the playoffs. You know.
Yeah, they need to get him more touches, especially going down the stretch here because Barkley's getting his body is. There's nothing you can do. It's getting tired. It's getting tired.
Yeah,
he's carrying the load week after week. He's carrying the ball 30 times, like touching the ball 30 times.
It's showing with Derrick, even like Derrick Henry. It shows with all those guys. Derrick Henry, he's watch. I guarantee tomorrow, you're going to tell he's taking some hits this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as surprised as they are week 3, week 4, and that's what Barkley's been doing. But maybe, like I said, maybe last week was a blessing, and it's like, all right, now I got to show him what I can still do, and boom.
Didn't get as many carries.
It's just
gonna have to run 800 yards. Just kind of
exactly.
You still won the game. All right, cool.
I'd rather have a dud now than the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
And still win the game. So
I'm kind of with you. I'm pretty close to you. I got 24. I'm kind of team between 24-17, 24-20. I'm gonna go 24-17. So both of us have kind of similar scores. Close game.
Still close game.
And they win division on their turf, and and then it's on to the next.
And then we play the Giants. It's like
well, the Cowboys. They got the Dallas
play me. Yeah,
they got Dallas first, and then
we'll have to worry about Tommy DeVito.
Yeah,
Danny DeVito.
I think they'll be.
We should
something tells me they should be all right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick the games for week. What week we in? 15.
15. Wait, 14? No, it is 15. Yeah. Wait, the Eagles are 12-2. Yeah, week 15. Boy, I'm all right. You can tell I'm smart.
Well, you forget because there's an extra week now. Yeah.
True.
All right, here we go. So, it's week 16. We're both wrong. All right, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 3 games left. 16, 17, 18. We don't have a freaking count. Jay's picking 24-20. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty damn what I was going to go. I was thinking 24-20.
Yep.
All right, we got Texans and the Chiefs in Kansas City. Who you got?
I got Texans.
Texans, okay?
Yes, I have Texans. I have a feeling they're another team due for a big game.
That's a Saturday game.
Yeah, tomorrow Ravens Steelers. 4:00.
I knew the Ravens Steelers. I didn't know it was Chiefs.
Yeah. I got Texans.
Dude, honestly, I've been out of fantasy, so I haven't been paying that close attention to when games are.
I know. Once you're done, you're kind of zone out the rest of the shit.
Scott Air, week 16, you dummy.
Hey, do I look like I'm smart?
No, it's me too. It's me too.
I just got muscles. I just got muscles. That's all I'm good for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dig it.
Where's the beach?
So yeah, Texans. I had Texans. Mahomes got a bummed ankle, supposedly.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that too. I think Texans aren't that good of a team. Like they kind of let a lot of people down this year. But yeah, I can see the Texans win that game.
I just feel like this is a spot where Joe Mixon is good, and I just have a feeling he's gonna take over this game also. Like another running back. We'll talk about running backs, but like
Chiefs defense is good though.
I know, and I think that game's what? It's in Kansas City, so it's pretty bold. It's pretty bold of me to take Texans, but I seriously think Texans win tomorrow.
All right. And then the game we were just talking about, the Steelers and the Ravens. Dude, Baltimore's 6.5-point favorites.
I know. I take Steelers in that.
I actually like. I'm gonna take
Steelers always play them tough.
They do. I just.
But
I don't know. I'm gonna still go Baltimore.
Baltimore wins the game because Steelers have no offense. They have Freiermuth. That's it. Calvin. Nobody's scared of Calvin Austin. You know. Who else? Who else? The guy they got? Mike Williams. Like.
Nah, he's not doing anything.
Nah, they're not stopping Derrick Henry. So.
This game's a barn burner. Giants and Falcons.
Penix is starting.
Yeah.
See that? So.
Yep. I'm still going Falcons.
Yeah, it's Falcons. Yeah, Giants are just pathetic.
Lions and the Bears.
I'm going Lions. Yeah. That's a Jeremy. That's a Jeremy Gibbs game.
Yeah, because Montgomery's gone.
Yeah, I think he's going to show. He's going to take over that game.
Dude, so I know no one cares about your fantasy team, but I missed the playoffs by one game. Okay.
Oof. Yeah.
Last week, I had Jared Goff and Gibbs.
Yeah.
Goff throws for 5 touchdowns. Gibbs scores 2 of them. Like, dude, I would have killed whoever.
So you weren't in it. You were. Oh my god.
Yep. And I finished 3rd in the league in points, and I missed the playoffs. Like,
that sucks.
Most points against.
There's something worse when you're out and then your team goes off the final week.
Yep.
It's worse.
Yep. Browns, Bengals.
Winston's not starting. Yeah, I'm going Bengals because I think Winston's out. Yeah, he's not starting.
Anus Winston's taking the bench.
Yeah.
Tennessee and the Colts.
I think that's the Colts. Is that game in Indianapolis?
It's in Indy, yeah.
Yeah, Colts win that game. Win the game.
I think I'll go to Colts.
I mean, name one guy in the Titans you're afraid of. Like you can't. So, yeah, Tony Pollard. Like that's
Tony Pollard's a decent player.
He's good, but you're not afraid of him.
Taking over a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Rams, Jets.
That's in New York. They got to fly across the country.
I'm still going.
I'm going Rams. Yeah, I'm still going Rams. Yeah.
By the way, Scotty.
Scotty too high. Where are you? Oh, there.
How the Broncos do on Thursday? You can't even take care of the fucking Chargers. Not only that, Bo Nix had like an amazing first half of football, and they still lost the game. Like, he got shut down in the second. Cardinals, Panthers.
That's gonna be Cardinals.
I guess in fantasy. Well, I drafted Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, I can understand that, man.
That hurts.
Yeah, I can understand that. So my season sucked
in there. In there.
I'm sorry. Who'd you pick? Cardinals.
Yeah, I take Cardinals. James Conner is playing ridiculous football right now, so he's gonna run right over them. Kyle Murray too, but
yeah, go.
I mean, the Cardinals are playing better.
I'll reluctantly take
Arizona.
I'll reluctantly take Arizona. Vikings, Seahawks.
Ooh.
Fuck it. I'm going Seattle. Seattle's going to pull off an upset.
Yeah, I can see that. That's in Seattle, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily.
Yep. I'm going to say Seattle beats them.
Sam Darnold does not. Sam Darnold is not. He's still nothing to me. He's still Sam Darnold from the Jets. To be absolutely honest with you, he's got Justin Jefferson. He should be good, and Jordan Addison. He should be good, and Aaron Jones. He should be good, and Tyler Oxton. He should be good. Like I could go out there and throw fucking past these guys. So he's not. He doesn't move the needle for me at all.
The same thing with Geno Smith. DK Metcalf,
Tyler Lockett.
JSN, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I'm going Seattle with the upset.
Yeah.
Patriots and the Bills. Reverse records, 3-11, taking 11-3. Bills coming off a big win last week.
Dude, Patriots always play them tough. I'm not going to say they're going to win. That game's going to be close. Patriots always somehow play. They always play them tough. Is that in Buffalo?
It's in Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters where they play. That game's still going to be close. Buffalo wins.
I'll go Buffalo.
Yeah, they still win.
I don't think they cover 14, but
I don't think it's going to be like 35-0, but
Jaguars and the Raiders. That's a game we should all tune into.
Jaguars. Oh wow, that's a really good game.
The NFL's like, can we just scratch that game? Can we just not play this?
Jaguars. Who the hell is starting quarterbacks? Mac Jones and Desmond Ryder. Oh my god.
That's exactly who it is.
Oh man, that's pathetic.
That's the game.
I go 0-0. I go 0-0.
That's the game you put Chris Myers on in the booth for.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
I'm going
Dick
0-0.
You put Dick Stockton in the booth
Stockton.
for that game. Calling guys the wrong names and shit.
Yeah.
I hate
They should do Brady. They should have like Romo and like fucking what's his face dude, Jim Nance.
Jim. I don't know, Jim. You should go for
Jim, you see the way Mac Jones had that 1-yard completion? That was fantastic.
that's fantastic. His stupid smile.
Yeah, smirk.
Stupid smile. Oh, God.
I know. He does.
49ers and I guess we got it. I'm not picking the game. I'm not picking that game.
That game doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
49ers and the Dolphins. You know what?
I think they're both out of the playoffs, right? Well, they're Niners.
No,
Record.
both 6-8. They're both alive. So
okay. All right.
They both have a chance. You know what? For the Eagles to get Calais Campbell, let's hope for the Niners to win.
Yeah, right? Seriously. That's
how the Eagles are even in the running to get them. But,
that's how shallow we are.
Yeah, I know. That's how pathetic we are. Buccaneers take on the Cowboys in Dallas.
I'm still taking Bucs. That's going to be tough to stop Bucky Irvin and Irving Evans. They're not stopping those guys.
Yeah.
With nothing, they really have nothing to play for. Cowboys are still mathematically in it, but they're not going to.
Cowboys are.
But Bucs need that win more than the Cowboys do, obviously. So that's why they're going to win.
Saints Packers is your Monday night game in Green Bay.
Saints,
That's another
Packers.
14. That's another 14 point. Yeah.
Nah, the Packers. Jake Hayner, come on. Might as well me start.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Freaking Packers, man, are quiet. They're quiet. Double-digit win team again, and they haven't looked that great the last few weeks, but they're still winning.
They did the same thing last year. Remember last year? They won the playoffs, and we're like, why are we even here? And then, they stepped it up.
Yeah.
Well, all be a shit covered dick.
Yep.
And they almost beat the Niners. So.
Jay's a little behind. He's taking Tampa. Yeah, Tampa's good. Tampa.
Where's Polsky at?
Dude, that's a good question.
Hey, where's that little bitch?
Yeah, I'm not sure. See, now you can talk the smack. See,
yeah.
He knew you were
We're
on.
gonna have a muscle off.
Yeah.
Him and his fake fish. Look at my fish. I caught it on a piece of corn.
Look at my fake fish. Oh my God.
I love Polsky.
Oh,
yeah, he's not here. I'm finally on. He's not here.
I know. It would have been your opportune time to talk all the trash you could.
Yeah, meet face to face.
Right. All right, so we're gonna do something real quick here. We're gonna do the thing we call a drink up video, and I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. It's a Christmas video. It's a lot of fun. It'll put you right in the spirit. All right, so it's time for some drink up video. All right, so here you go.
That ever existed. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. If you don't believe me, well, you should believe me, cause this is the best Christmas song, so listen to it now. Christmas is my favorite Christmas time of the year. Bells are jingling and the angels are making Jesus. It's a silent night except for my neighbor's washing machine. It's very loud, that's why I'm wearing my second favorite earmuffs. Santa Claus is coming, so you better be naughty or nice. He has a beard, so you can't even see his neck. He flies around with horses that have branches on their ears. There are no earmuffs in the North Pole, there are only trees. He brings presents to the kids, but he doesn't wear mittens. Probably because they make his hands very itchy. Leave Santa milk and cookies so he can have a snack. It'll be easy for him to pick them up because he won't have minutes on his hands. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. All the Christmas songs don't even talk about Christmas stuff. But this is the best Christmas songs. Keep listening to it now. Santa comes in from the chimney, so don't block it with a mattress. And if you don't have a chimney, make one out of a mattress. Santa, what is the present you're gonna put in my tree this year? I hope it's not the shoes that I already have. I already have those shoes, so that's not a very good present. A better present would be to make my family still alive. Or a bicycle, that would be good too. Also, can you move your beard? I want to see what your neck looks like. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. Mittens aren't even a super important thing. But this is the best Christmas songs. Keep listening to it now. Everybody to the Christmas arms. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas arms. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas arms. Everybody to the Christmas face. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas face. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas face. Everybody to the Christmas talking. Talking. Everybody don't put mittens on. No mittens, no mittens, no mittens, no. I tricked you to not putting mittens on. Now your hands are cold. That was my Christmas trick. Another trick I like to do is I give people chocolate and I say Happy Easter and they say, what? It's not even Easter. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. This is the best Christmas song that ever existed. Maybe Santa's neck is a different color or something. But this is the best Christmas song, and now it's finished.
You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for that.
Very good. Very catchy.
Yeah.
I mean, it rhymed all the way through.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's about as
I mean, it's no Lamb. It's no Last Christmas.
No.
But it's pretty good.
It's no Mariah Carey. I mean, I don't know why that song isn't more of a hit.
I know. It's so good.
I'm trying to think of Christmas songs that get me more in the spirit.
Yeah.
I would say that one's probably like 1A.
Yeah.
Like 1A. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's right behind Bing and Bowie.
Dave Bowie. Yeah, Dave Bowie.
Right, it's right behind them. Yeah, like for sure. I mean, it's a lyrical masterpiece.
It is. The lyrics were very well thought out.
And it's safeguarding you from cold hands. You don't wear mittens.
You gotta wear mittens. Oh, you know, yeah. You gotta, yeah.
But you can't eat cookies with mittens. So for those who can't,
I have a feeling Christmas Eve, I'm not gonna be playing that song for my family, but I would if I could. But they're not gonna want to hear that.
Oh man, that's
Mrs. Callie's not gonna like that.
No, you don't think so?
Nah. Or Mrs. Callie's cousin. She's taken.
Oh, is she now?
Yeah, she's still taken.
Fucking right in the pussy.
Hi, Mrs. Callie's cousin. I'm taken.
Oh, yeah, man.
Washed in, bro, big time.
So wait, so Mrs. Callie's cousin?
Yeah, you remember that?
Timbers.
No, yeah, I do. I remember. I'm only kidding.
I'm dying here.
That was funny at the Tiki Bar.
Yeah, that was great. We just had random people up there, like
Naked
her.
Brown?
Yeah, Naked Brown. Yeah, that was when Phil got like busted his head open.
Oh, yeah, that was the same show.
Yeah, we're doing.
Oh my god, that was the same show. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Phil was on earlier. He checked in earlier. Yep. We still pick on.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
If you know you're in trouble, if I'm your doctor, let's just put it that way. And I was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we walked into the bar and the owner comes out, he goes, "I didn't sign up for this." And he's carrying out a first aid kit. Yeah, like, that's kind of
blood everywhere. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, blood all over the pavement.
Mrs. Callie's cousin Bud, he just started taking over the show with Rod. Him and Rod were like running the show. We're like,
oh yeah, because we were out doing the thing.
Yeah, we were doing that.
Oh God,
that was good times.
Phil, you don't have to keep spinning. And Mark likes to say he drilled into the ground with that bat, spinning around on the baseball bat.
And he got up, boom, right in the ground. Then the bottle broke.
Broken glass. Yeah, let's do this game with a pint glass because we're smart.
Real smart by all of us. Oh, that's a good
up for this.
I remember that.
All right, so we talked Phillies, talk Eagles, and now we're gonna talk Sixers, but in a kind of a offshooting way. NBA ratings are down 48% this year.
That's mammoth.
That's huge.
Mammoth. That's mammoth.
Why do you think that may be?
I think it's because the NBA right now is just it's such a bad product. Like the NBA Cup, nobody gives a shit about the NBA Cup. The fact it's almost like the more they try to push on us with everything, the more we push away. They did it with politics. They brought politics into it. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't care what you are. I go to watch sports to get away from that bullshit because I feel like that's the part that everybody, you have your favorite team. I don't need that part. And they did that with COVID. When COVID started, the politics, all the, that even that aside, it's just a bad product. Like I watch the Sixers as much as I can. I still watch the other NBA games. They shoot like 80% three-pointers. Everything is three-pointers. And they play no defense whatsoever. There's nobody like that you can like what's what I'm looking for, like connect to. Like LeBron James he's over with. That's over with. Jokic doesn't care.
Right.
And Steph Curry, he's old. Jokic they want Jokic to be the face of the league. He doesn't want that. Like he doesn't he shouldn't have to do it. And like the whole product is bad. It's bad. There's no way to put it.
So we have not talked much Sixers since the season started. I mean, we mention them, we talk about them here and there and all that stuff. They're gonna win the night. They're gonna be Charlotte. Whoop de freaking do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think the fact that the Sixers aren't doing well, that the Knicks aren't doing as well as they thought they were.
Yeah.
Those are two big market teams.
Yep.
What is the Lakers record now? I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm not sure what they are.
Having these big market teams not do well is not good for the product.
It's not.
Yeah,
you have OKC. The OKC is one of the best teams in the league. Nobody in Oklahoma City is watching basketball.
Knicks are doing better. I mean, they're 17-10. I mean, they're better than they started, but they started off a little rough. But like Milwaukee's like barely a 500 team. Chicago's not doing very well. Again, the Sixers are 8-16. I mean, they're terrible right now. The Lakers 15-12. They're not really lighting it up.
Nah.
Like Oklahoma City, Memphis are like leading the way in the West right now. In Houston, right? And in the East, it's Orlando, Cleveland, and Boston. So obviously, Boston's getting you're getting stuff for Boston there because they're a really good team. But
it's Boston.
Orlando, like no one cares about Orlando. No one cares about Cleveland.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I hate it because I love basketball. Like I love the NBA. I love the Sixers, and I just feel like I feel like it's almost like I feel like I'm almost I don't want to say a fraud, but I'm like I can't find myself even trying to get back into it. Like I watch Sixers tonight. I'm like, back in the day, 3 or 4 years ago, like every play you're hanging on. Now it's like they're like background. It's background. Well, it should be background.
I can tell you why I don't watch. Did I watch last year? Yeah. Did I watch in the playoffs last year? Yeah, I did. Did I watch every game last year? No. But I was intrigued with Embiid, with what he was doing, and then he got hurt, and then I didn't care as much because they started losing games, and I was like, well, I'll wait for him to come back, and then I'll start. I'm not going to waste my time watching guys that aren't going to be playing much in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I knew they were a playoff team at that point, and they were barely, but they still got in. But it was the year that they lost to Boston.
Yeah.
That was the year that killed me. And I agree. I was pretty much done with this regime, and I was done with it.
You know what it was? It was like the Hawks started it and the Celtics finished it. Because remember that Hawks series when they were up 3-0 or 2? I forget 2-3. That started for me. I'm like, you know what? I even said to my my wife knows. She knows. I think I was 02.
Yeah,
02. Like that. And like she even said, I watch Sixers every night, and she's like, I don't see you into them as much as you are. And I'm like, because I'm not. Like it hurts me to be like that because we grew up, we love the Sixers. You know what I mean? They're our winner team. They're what we go for because the Flyers are, and it's almost like we're just coasting through with a basketball team that we're like not even sure what they are. I can't make anything out of this team because you have Maxey, George. I like George. George is coming out. He's hyperextending his knee every other week, and he still comes out and plays. He's earned my respect. He's earned my respect because at least he's playing. Like you have Embiid, who's $193 million extension, and you have no clue what you're getting. Yeah, it's like so if he would just get on the same page, maybe this team still has a shot to do something in the playoffs. But I can't get on. If he's not on, why should we get on? If Embiid's not on the same page, you know what I mean?
And I blame the NBA for that.
Yeah.
Because the NBA allows that. The NBA has allowed that whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the culture of the league now.
Yep.
It's
The players run the league. The players run the league. There's no
Jordan. If you're not gonna if you're gonna allow these players to take off for back to backs, you're gonna allow these players to take off for rest days, dude. You're playing basketball.
Yeah,
hockey players are out there every freaking night.
Yeah, exactly. 48 minutes. We ask you for 48 minutes of your time. In reality, it's 30 minutes because you're obviously not playing the whole game. That's all we're asking for.
All the time. And you're not running all the time.
No.
You're standing there like this.
A half hour to play basketball. Which at the YMCA back in the day, I used to play for 3 hours a night.
Yeah, right.
So before, I'd be there 8 o'clock. I couldn't get enough of it. These guys get paid. What's that? Yeah.
You're back to backs.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Like it's a joke. It's a joke.
That's what
imagine going back in the day and asking Jordan, hey, we're gonna give you a night off, Jordan. It's a back to back. What he fucking punch you in the face.
Yep. You'd be like, what? I'm sorry, what? Jordan would go out. Jordan would go out to the casino, gamble, drink all night, play golf, and play the next day.
Yeah, just drop 50 on you.
Yeah, drop 50 on you.
So it's so sad and it sucks. It sucks. Because like I said, we love basketball, but
I think
it's out of our hands. It's out of our hands,
Pretty much now. I mean, the product itself it's not very good. It's not very exciting for me.
Yep, that's the other part of it. Yeah,
it's a very individual-esque game now.
Yep.
It's a superstar-driven league. It's always been that way, but now it caters so much to the superstars where I don't know, like it just makes it unattractive. It just makes it in a way where it's not as intriguing of a game anymore. And
like Silver killed college basketball. Like college basketball. I love college basketball. To be absolutely honest with you, and he just kills it. Like back in the day, we were kids. Like remember, like when Tim Duncan was coming up. Like we play Wake Forest. Like you watched him from he was a freshman till his senior, and you couldn't wait to see him in the NBA. Now you have guys just come out after 1 year. And it's like, well, then they don't play for 5 or 6 years anyways. So you might as well stay in college. So it's like these guys coming out quicker doesn't help the game because all they do is either go to Europe or they go into G League for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So
you got Rob Spear checking in. Merry Christmas, you dirtbags. What's up, Rob? Check out Rob's podcast with Mike. Your team sucks.
I like Rob. He's got a good eye. Dirtbags. Get a good eye.
Yeah, that's right. Your Team Sucks podcast, bi-weekly podcast. An Eagles fan, Cowboys fan get together. What happens? Tune in to that show. It's on YouTube, and you can follow them on Facebook as well. By the way, Sucks is SUX. Okay. Yeah, dude, I think you pretty much nailed it. I think it's pretty much how I feel as well. It's it's more of a product thing than anything. I think and we've been talking about it for weeks, for actually years at this point now. That the inmates run the asylum. I think people are kind of tired of it. And what's going to happen. So the season is too long, first of all.
Way too long, yeah.
They're never going to change it. So
the year in the bubble was awesome. Think of that. It was every game meant something.
Yeah.
Every game mattered,
Even as sucky as it is, even when there was the strike season, hockey had the strike season that 1 year and or lockout, I should say, not strike, lockout. Dude, that was the most exciting season. Like
it was awesome. It was like every game was a playoff game.
Yep.
So
that was fantastic.
I have a question for you. How do they fix it? How do you fix this? I mean, is it fixable?
I think that's one thing you could do is if you shorten the season and you don't schedule back,
they lose money. It's all about money.
They're not going to. So they'll never do that.
No.
They tried to generate interest with this stupid cup.
Nah, that's fraud. That's
nobody cares.
Nobody
cares about it.
First of all, it started like a month ago. It'd be one thing if, like you said, if this started like maybe it's like a 2-week thing where you had to win 2 games to get in. It was a month ago. Like nobody remembers what happened a month ago. It's like they try to do what soccer does, and it doesn't work in soccer either. Oh, it does work in soccer. Soccer does because
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday games or something, or cup games.
Yeah. They paint the courts blue and it's extra blue. Nobody cares. It's hard. I couldn't even see. It made me go blind. I couldn't even watch the game.
Remember last year's was red.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like such an eyesore. Who wants to watch? Like who wants to watch that?
Exactly.
Stupid.
Yes, I don't. That's a bit. They got to. First of all, they need to get rid of that. That would be the start.
And and I think that the players like that because it gives them a little extra incentive, a little extra pay.
I guess
all that. I guess the one thing, like, if you put a little more stock in it, like say you did that mid-cup thing, mid-season cup, but like that team, it allowed them like extra incentive. Like if you made the playoffs at the end of the year,
yeah, you get like home court advantage or something like that.
The first 3 games of the first series are home.
Yeah, like they tried that with the All-Star game in baseball, and that really didn't stick either because they don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not sure if it'd be worth it because really, you think about it, if a team's all of a sudden just like hot, like say the Hornets made it, they're not making the playoffs. They don't give a shit about it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, that's true.
It might not matter in the long run.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they do to fix it. I don't know if they can at this point. I think it's gone too far. I mean,
I agree. Maybe bring Jordan back. Bring Jordan back. Like, bring Bird. That's the only thing that's going to say. I mean, the NBA is they lost its. You think about it, like when they had Iverson.
It's lost its edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like even back when you had Iverson, you had Stephon Marbury. You know, you had like Jason Kidd. Like, it was so fun to watch.
Now the most edge you get is John Morant flashing a gun on Instagram. Like that's the most edge you get. Like that.
Man.
That's where you're at. And like
that's what we come down to.
It sucks. I'm just not.
It sucks.
Not into it.
No, it sucks because, like I said, it's like I feel like I'm a fraud because I'm like, you know, like I said, we both love the Sixers, but I watch them when I want to watch them, and that's not how I am. I used to just watch them no matter what. You know what I mean? It was like didn't matter what was going on, and now I got to pick and choose if a B's playing or not, or you know, it's nah.
Jay said he wants to bring back Dean Tolson.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, he was really good in the NBA.
Yeah.
Well, he averaged 1 point a game or something like that. Yeah, we could use that.
Dean Tolson, former Seattle Supersonic, and you're listening to Corner Pub Sports.
You just called me a jive turkey. No, he did not. He
I never heard that before.
Oh, you never heard that?
No. Oh, that's great. I remember when you had him on. I never heard.
He was a good guest, man.
Oh,
he was a good guest.
Yeah. He was cool.
He had some good stories.
Yeah. Just like we talked about this earlier. It doesn't matter. He was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never scored a point in the NBA.
There'll be some of Dean Tolson on the best of show on next Friday.
Nice.
So you'll hear a little Dean Tolson, yeah. And let's talk about the Sixers Stadium.
Yep.
So they reached another step. It sounds like it's a go. It's gonna happen. And the Sixers, what's it called? 76 Center or 76 or something, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
It will be in Chinatown in Philadelphia. No, it's true. It's true. It's a true story. I gotta say, you will not catch me at a game there. Like, I have no interest in going to fucking Chinatown to watch this.
Right there with you. Right there. Yep. Count me out.
That's just
I don't like anything about it. I don't like anything about
situation to get in. You can't park as it is now in Chinatown.
Yeah. Sorry, cut you off. We were just there this weekend. Like my daughter had a cheer off down there and literally like 4 blocks away. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell are they going to put a arena right where basically we're sitting right now? It's not going to work. We had enough problems getting down there at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Imagine you try to go to a game at 7:00 on a Friday night. Like, come on. It's a horrible idea.
The last time I was there.
I agree, Jay.
Was in 2013. And I played when I was in a band. I played at the Chocodero.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, we had a great time. The show was good. The only reason I could park is because we were allowed to park in the special lot because we were in the band and we had to unload our stuff. People were like, "Yo, we had to pay $40 to park here," and it was a lot down the street and all this. And this is like that was a Saturday. That was on a Saturday, and like it was like late afternoon or something like that. And people had problems then. Now you're gonna get
an NBA game,
40,000 people to come down to Chinatown to watch it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's all about money.
By the way, in an area that's not all that great. Like right now, it's in South Philly, South Philly, for the most part, is a pretty quiet area. And where the complex is, it's a quiet area. You don't it's not a neighborhood.
Yeah, you're not getting riffraff around there.
It's not busy there.
Exactly.
You know, you're not. It's kind of in a wide open space. It's stupid.
It's always been the Sixers or Flyers play the same spot. You walk from one game to another. You go and you Xfinity Live. You know, the past 15 years. You go to Xfinity Live. You know, it's now the Sixers are going to be in a whole other fucking dimension. They're going to be all It's like they're hey, we want to get away from you guys because we're too cool for you, too good for you, and we know it's all about money. This is nothing. It's all about money.
And the best part is, meanwhile, their franchise, people are giving up on it. People are like, this ownership.
Exactly. We just talked about.
I mean, they literally have the worst ownership out of the 4 major sports right now.
100%. Yeah. What does he own? Like 5 different teams?
Yeah.
Johnson,
and
you know what I mean?
They don't have any. He has no connection to the city, no connection to the fan base whatsoever. The team itself is starting to flounder. Like this is coming at a bad time for them.
A real bad time. I agree. I thought the same thing. Yep.
Now, is it going to be a beautiful arena and like stay? Probably, yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Why do they deserve that?
I know. What do they get for this? I don't understand it either. I don't get either. And what is it? When it's supposed to be built? 20. What was the year?
When's 2029 or something?
Yeah, so 5 years away. So we have no clue what this team's going to be 5 years from now. We know what they are right now.
Embiid won't be here.
Yeah, they're going to be rebuilding. So now you're going to build a rebuilding team. Fucking tear down 1/4 the fucking city to put a fucking arena in there. It's. I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
Jay said they should have built where Franklin. Now it's called Franklin Mall, by the way. Franklin Mall in Northeast Philly. That would have been. I mean, granted, the being away from everything is one thing, but at least if it's there, there's plenty of parking.
Yeah.
There's, Woodhaven Road and 95 and Route 1 are right there. The turnpike's right there. At least you have all your stuff right there. Now, the public transportation might be a little bit of an issue, like Cornwall Heights train station's right there. So, like, maybe that's a little bit of an issue, but more people can drive there. Yeah. So that's one thing. Like, your public transportation would be an issue.
Has this even been done? Has this ever been done before? Like, besides Madison Square Garden? Who's
Washington,
done it before? Yeah.
So Washington's arena is kind of in the middle of nowhere.
True.
Like it's in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Like I think Boston, if I'm not mistaken, I think Boston's is kind of.
It is, but it's been there forever. Has it been there like?
Well, the new one.
The new one. Yeah. You're just right. I'm thinking it's been there long enough.
I mean, it has been. It's
you're right. But even that, it's kind of like right by the highway. I've driven past it. It's not like in smack dab in the middle of Boston. Like you know what I mean? Like I've driven past it.
Yeah.
It's right off the ramp. It's like drive by the link. It's like drive by the links.
It's still kind of but it's still kind of in the middle.
I know. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Even like Fenway's been there forever.
Doesn't change anything for me. I still don't like it.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Yeah, I'm out. Will it be a state of the art and nice and all that stuff? Yeah, that's great. I don't care.
Oh, good for you.
Good luck with it. Good luck with it. You won't catch me there. All right, and we'll do while you were drunk, and then we'll call it.
That works.
All right, there we go. While you were drunk, ladies and gents. Actually, this will be the final while you were drunk of 2024 because next week we won't be doing it. We'll just do the best of stuff. So here you go.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
So I got a couple. Oh man, there's one thing. You know what? I can bring it up while you're drunk. There's one thing I'm going to talk about. Michael Vick is going to be the new head coach at Norfolk State.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense. I mean, he's Virginian, but he's kind of going back close to home, or where he went to school. I don't know where he grew up. I know he went to Virginia, but
yeah, he's a Virginia guy.
I thought he was. Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, Michael Vick, talk about a guy who had redemption. He had to work hard for it. I mean, he really had to work hard for his image. And you know what? Kudos to Jeffrey Lurie and Andy Reid for that.
I mean, he did his time. It's not like it's not like he got off. It's not like he did his time. So.
Jay said, "Vic is scum. I hope he fails." Jay's a huge, and trust me, I
get it. I get it.
I get it. There's a lot of Jay's a huge.
It goes
dog
both
lover.
ways. Yeah,
and
I am too.
Yeah, he let a lot of people down with that, and
it was a bad situation all the way around.
But he did, rehab his image in a way where you felt like he's being genuine, and if he is or not, I don't know, but
I hope so. I hope so.
I was getting an opportunity to
the whole thing was really bad.
Yeah, it really was. It was ugly, very ugly situation. What he did there, and actually, let me see if I have that. Hold on here. I have audio of that.
He gonna fuck that little dog.
Yeah. So. All right. So, this is pretty wild. So this woman, posed as her twin sister for years to protect her grandparents because her sister, her twin sister, had died of meningitis, and they did not want to tell their grandparents. So the other sister would pose as her twin to protect the grandparents, and apparently it was the dad's idea to do this because he didn't want to hurt his parents. So it was the girl's grandparents, right? It was the dad's parents, the dad's idea to come up with this idea. So the girl finally came clean to the grandmother because she was basically on her deathbed. Wow. And she told her, by the way, your grandmother.
How long was this going on for?
A couple of years.
Wow. I didn't hear the story. That's mind blowing.
Yeah. And then so the grandfather now is apparently still roaming around and doesn't know. I guarantee he knows now. If the story's out, I'm sure someone, hey, isn't that your granddaughter?
Holy crap. That's wild.
Yeah. So how far would you go to protect a truth from someone because you don't want to hurt them?
I don't know if I go that far.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, that's as far as you can go.
I mean,
like when you're on your deathbed, you can't go any further.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I've never heard that. I've never heard anything like that before. My brain can't wrap around that. Like this is going on for like 20 years, or
Annie knew her name was, and she was a lifestyle influencer. She played the part of her dead twin sister to protect her grandparents' feelings.
Wow.
Let me see how long. I'm trying
how close were her grandparents to this person? Like Jesus.
She did it for every holiday. Let me see how long. 5 years she did it.
5 years.
5 years. She came clean on her TikTok. 4.4 million views as of last week.
That's mind-blowing.
Pretty wild. Cody Bell. That's one I left out. Cody Bellinger gets goes to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the best part.
Of course.
His new teammate is Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton's ex.
Saw that.
Is Bellinger's wife. Like, talk about a culture.
Saw that. Yeah.
Like, how awkward is that?
Yeah. Like when they're all sitting the games together at parties. Your ex-wife.
Like, all right.
Like to meet my ex-wife.
Does she still bend over backwards like she used to for me?
Does she still like it?
Yeah, does she still like that?
Does she still toss salads?
Does she?
She tossed your salad lately?
Just don't let her kiss you in the morning.
That's another wild one.
Does she still do splits and?
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
Yeah, does she still do that? Does she?
That's the story.
Does she still do this? Does she still?
Oh, man.
Does she still do that for you?
Right there, Ruby. Right there. Don't stop. Don't stop.
That's a good girl.
Ruby!
That's a good girl. You batting clean up tonight? No, you are.
No, you are.
Oh man.
That's gonna be awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. That's a weird clubhouse.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great show, guys. Sean, you and Callie are good together. Thanks, man.
We started
Appreciate
it back in 2017. That was a good
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, it
Been a
was.
while. Been a
Yeah,
while.
so we talked about it off the air. Callie's first show was the Raise the Cat. So Callie, so it's funny. Callie was the first random listener that I met.
Yeah, I was.
Like you were listening to the show. I didn't know who you were.
No.
And we were out in an event. And
But MacDowell's like fundraiser or something.
yeah, he was doing it for Conshohocken and Bruin.
Yeah.
And we met up, and you said you listened to us and all that stuff. And
Random.
I don't know.
It was random. We were like to sit at the bar.
Yeah, you were sitting. We stood behind you. You were sitting at the bar, and we stood behind you. And I guess we had Corner Pup stuff on or something.
I don't know how I knew you. I recognized you somehow. Maybe it was Ron because
Yeah.
I remember seeing Ron's face because I don't know. I forget what he used to post, but I was like, I know these guys. And then
Yeah,
I felt weird. I felt weird asking you. But then when you said I knew you were, I was like, all right, well,
Yeah,
this makes
that's
sense
too
now.
funny. So I don't know what. I don't know how much later it was. I guess a year, maybe it wasn't even that far. I don't know, 6 months. I don't know. But there was one week that no one else can make it, and you know, and Callie wanted to come on, and Callie brought a bottle of Apple Crown Royal, and
we finished.
We did a show. We called it Raise the Cat because it was Ben Simmons did a weird celebration right after the game, and they started a winning streak or something, right? And he raised his cat. And it became an online thing.
At that time, it didn't seem weird, but now it makes sense.
Yeah, now you're like, yeah, it's fucking weirdo. Then we were like all about Ben, and then we can't.
Yeah.
Stand him. Oh, by the way, Ben doesn't like the new All-Star Game format. He wanted everyone to know that.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah,
because he'll be
we
playing.
care. Because we care.
Because he'll be playing in it. Fucking bum. The Vegas Aces of the WNBA, Ajaya Wilson, has signed the richest female basketball contract with Nike.
Nike. Yeah, Nike. Yep. Wow.
Biggest deal. That's like you think like if the WNBA like they're and granted, yeah, she's obviously one of the superstars of the league.
Yeah, she is.
But, like,
she's good. She's good.
For her to sign that big deal, like you think maybe like Angel Reese or
Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark already has hers, doesn't she? Does she have Adidas or something?
Yeah, I think she does.
So that makes sense. They want one above Caitlin Clark, but good for the NBA. I mean, NBA's, that league is just they're adopted by the freaking. It is a great drink. The NBA just adopts them. They take care of them. They pay for everything. They wouldn't exist without the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that they go out there and actually try, I have no problem with WNBA. I actually won't mind seeing the Philadelphia get an NBA team.
The only thing I mind is that ESPN.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
pushes it so hard.
I know you're going with it. Yeah, I
so
agree.
hard. Like
they do.
I have no problem with it. I think it's I think they're pretty damn good basketball players, and it's makes for good entertainment. But like, don't make it your lead off story when there was baseball going on. Like, don't. Baseball still has the second highest ratings in the country behind football. It's still the second most watched sport. Don't give me the WNBA and tell me it's overtaking baseball. It's not.
I agree. 100%. I thought when I watch games, because I do it for DraftKings. I'll play on DraftKings once in a while just to mess around with it. Because I pretty much know a lot of the players. And they'll start off, everybody in the world's waiting for this one. Nobody's waiting for Indiana Fever.
Yeah. Nobody.
The Mystics. Nobody knows. Unless you're betting, nobody cares. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
If you're betting on the game, you're caring. If not, nobody's tuning on a Sunday afternoon to watch, maybe the Indiana Fever. Don't get me wrong, because of Caitlin Clark. So true basketball fans are, but nobody's stepping up to watch. I can't even name any teams. So,
Yeah.
The Atlanta Dream. You know what I mean?
Was there 12 teams anyway?
Yeah, I think it's like 12 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat it. Like, we're not stupid,
Yeah. And that's the thing. They put it out there as if and they throw it in your face as if
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing happening right now. Oh yeah, everyone's like,
and
they're doing the bonus coverage of it. Like
people are watching NASCAR before that. Yeah,
probably.
There are.
Probably. And look, again, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just
No, either. I
I'm
agree.
not shitting on it.
I mean, you kind of just did.
I kind of just did. I might have. Yeah, there's still more in there. There's still more. A little bit. There it is. There it is. All right, Aziz Azir, the player who hit Trevor Lawrence a few weeks ago, got a 3-game suspension. Had his 2025 guaranteed money voided out because of that 3-game suspension. $9 million it cost him next year. He lost his guaranteed money because of that stupid hit.
Wow.
And I think if he had shown a little bit of compassion afterwards, instead of posting pictures of the Joker and saying I'm the new villain, dude. First of all, no one's gonna remember who you are after this. Like no one knew who you were before this, and no one really cares. And you're gonna try to do this whole villain thing and make yourself the bad guy, dude. It was a dirty hit. I mean, immediately everyone's like, "Yo!"
I saw it live. I was watching it live. I was like, "Dude, he's getting suspended." I saw it live.
Oh, have you heard anything about the? Was it the Dolphins player who got carted off the field? Yeah, Dolphins player.
The boys or something?
Yeah,
the boys?
Yeah, what have you heard anything about him?
I saw it in the red zone. I was watching the red zone happen, and then they cut away from it, and I never saw anything since.
But he wasn't moving.
I know. It did not look good.
His jersey was off, and the pads were off.
He was strapped. He couldn't move at all. So, like, not one body part could move. That's always scary.
Yeah.
Because usually if a guy can move around, they'll kind of leave it loose because they know
the thumb up or something.
No, there was no thumbs up. He was just like...
Oh, Jay said that dude should not have hit Blossom because we called Blossom.
Whoa! Whoa!
There it is.
Whoa!
Whoa! And then my final Why You Were Drunk story of 2024 is the drama that is Woody Johnson. So Woody Johnson is the owner of the Jets.
Yeah.
And it came out this week. There's actually a few stories that came out. I wrote this one down, and I've read 2 more that popped up after this. Woody Johnson vetoed a trade for Jerry Jeudy because he felt that his Madden rating was low. That is the owner of an NFL team vetoing a trade for a star receiver because of a video game rating.
I thought that was fake news when I first read it, and then I had to go back and reread it. I had to go back and reread it.
It's gotten worse. Apparently, he was telling people to call him Mr. Ambassador.
Wow.
And then
I didn't see this.
And then it was what was the guy's name? He used to be here, and he went to the Joe Douglas.
Joe Douglas
going right.
Yeah.
So I got one other story. I'm sorry. Joe Douglas said that he had to answer to his teenage son. That Woody Johnson would not pick up the phone. That his teenage son would pick up the phone, and his teenage son would have to answer to him.
Wow.
That's what kind of organization that team is. Like that's what they're running over there.
How is that even possible?
It's a clown show. Like Aaron Rodgers.
It's a shit show.
That whole thing.
Dude, I said before, if you look at the Jets on paper, that team should be ridiculous. You have Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Devontae Adams. Like that team.
Insane.
I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers is old, and I said a couple of weeks ago that I think he's done. But I mean, it's still Aaron Rodgers. He can still throw a football.
Yeah.
You're not asking me fucking Michael Vick out there. He can still throw a football.
Should be able to still win.
Still win a game here and there. So, I don't know. He went out the wrong way. He should just either retired or just not going there. One or the other. I don't know if he would have
keep doing his mushrooms or whatever he's doing.
Exactly. Whatever the fuck he's doing.
Whatever he's doing. One last thing, we have to mention it. I'll admit, I haven't been the biggest watcher of college football this year, but this is a big weekend for college football. It's the round 1 of the playoffs. So we got number 10 Indiana taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So that's a 10 and a 7. We got SMU taking on Penn State. That's 11 and a 6 matchup. That's in State College. Mm-hmm. Clemson, number 12, is taking on number 5 Texas. and then Tennessee is taking on Ohio State.
Yeah.
Matchup between 9 and 8. So those are your matchups again. Indiana and Notre Dame, SMU and Penn State, Clemson and Texas, and Tennessee and Ohio State.
I like it.
Yeah, it should be good stuff. I'm actually going to miss. I'm actually going to college basketball game tomorrow. I'm going to the Drexel Penn State game in Wells Fargo Center.
That's awesome.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
we have our family friend is actually the head coach of Penn State's
Who's
basketball team.
Really? That's awesome.
Mike Rhodes.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. So, so we're actually.
I mean, that's like a matchup you never hear of. Drexel, Penn State, like
Drexel and Penn State. Yeah. Well, we saw and we're like, yeah,
So
they're coming.
random.
Because we went to Rutgers last year and saw Rutgers take on Penn State, and the Sandusky Lions are in the shower bowl.
Yeah, if you go missing, we're gonna know what happened.
Oh yeah, you'll know where I'm at. The only thing is I'm not gonna,
voluntarily. Well, voluntarily, you'll be back there.
Voluntarily, and I'm not going to tell anybody. I won't tell anybody.
I'm going to get some popcorn.
And the truth is, like, first of all, it's making me feel a certain way.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
I should
And
have it up.
it shouldn't have. And
I'm sorry. It's a sensitive spot for you.
Yeah.
I mean, more ways than one.
That's the Diddy video, by the way.
I gotta get them mixed up.
Yeah, I found a Hulk Hogan. I do have one Hulk Hogan thing. I know there's another one. I can't find it.
What's that smell?
No holds barred. Like what show? What show has a no holds barred sound?
None.
No.
The holds barred show. The holds barred show doesn't even have it.
Yeah, no one has that.
Nah.
No holds barred. No holds barred. Thinking of as random stuff like during the week. I'm like, I should put that on the soundboard.
It just shows you how our brains are not wired correctly.
Little man,
we're not wired correctly. Yeah.
Like tight little man put. Like, come on. No one's putting that on there.
Sorry,
man. But yeah, it should be a good weekend of football and college
100%.
football. Yeah.
Got some NFL tomorrow. I mean, that blends in right with college.
Yep.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Drexel Dragons get their shit kicked in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Penn
That's
State's
that's so cool though.
Penn State's actually a pretty good
Yeah.
team. They beat Purdue.
They've been
Purdue's
getting better every year. Every year I watch them. I'll watch them on TV, and they're favored against like good teams. I'm like, really? Like back in the day, they used to suck.
It's funny when he signed with Penn State because he was with a couple other schools. He was with Rice, and then he went to Penn State. And we wrote to him like, "That's great and it's awesome, and you're local, but like, why Penn State?
Yeah,
damn it! Like, damn,
yeah."
But
so I'm a Penn State guy.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I like.
But
I got you. Yeah, I'm Temple Penn State. I've always been Temple football, Temple basketball, but they suck. So it's like,
yeah.
I always, I grew up with Joe Paterno type thing.
Yeah, ever since Cheney died, dude, that
I
program,
agree.
Temple's program fell apart.
Horrible.
Dude, Mike and I went to the Temple football game, and they played. I forget who they played, but they won.
Yeah,
they won in overtime or something.
Rare.
They won, and then they fired the coach the next day. Like, but they won. Like, what happened?
I don't know. It's a weird program.
So weird.
Dude, remember 8 years ago, they were playing Notre Dame on primetime football for like the top 10.
Yeah, when they had Matt Rule.
Yeah, Matt Rule. Yeah,
Matt Rule, and
ever since they lost that game, they were never the same.
Wasn't Reddick on that team? Was Reddick on that?
Yeah, Son Reddick. Yeah. Who the fuck else did they have? They were good. They had a good wide receiver.
Yeah, they did. Not Dotson. No,
it wasn't Dotson. Dotson Penn State.
Who was the Temple receiver?
Dude, he was nasty, and he played in the NFL. He was good. Oh, he played for the Panthers. And he never panned out in the Panthers.
Hunt Jones.
What the hell is his name? That's gonna bother me. Because it's on. I could see his face. Yeah, I don't know.
His face.
But he went to the Panthers and he never panned out. But he was
jerk off name.
I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like you. Jerk off.
We'll think about it after the show.
I'll find it. Hold on. It'll take
All
me
right.
1 second.
All right, you look it up for a second.
I'm
So while you're looking that up, let me just recap. So next week, year in review show next Friday night, 8:15 should be a good time. We want to thank our YouTubers and Xers and Blue Skies and Blue Chews and the Facebooks and the MySpace people and all that stuff. And it's been fun, and I'm glad that Callie was able to jump on tonight and do a show with me. I was going to do a show by myself. If you were, I was going to do.
I wouldn't do that to you. I'd help you out. You're good.
No. Ryan was going to be jumping on. He got called up, so he did text me and said he wasn't going to make it on. So no, I appreciate you jumping on, man. It was fun.
Anytime, buddy. I got you.
All right, you find that name yet?
I'm looking. I'm so close. I'm so close. We get so far away. I'm like scrolling down.
But we hope, again, March 29th, 10th anniversary.
Makedovich. Tyler Makedovich. He's a linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And after that, the Tavon Young and everything.
Him, man.
Oh, Robbie Anderson. That's the other guy.
He was Temple?
Yep, he was Temple. He played with the Panthers.
I thought he was Penn State.
Nah, he went to the Jets, and he went to the Panthers.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson was good. I had him a couple years.
Yeah.
I thought he was Penn State.
No.
Okay.
I knew I couldn't think of it. I could picture
Robbie Anderson he was a pretty productive receiver.
They were a good team. That was a good team.
Yeah, he was a sneaky. He would always score touchdowns. Like he would have 3 touchdown games and then disappear for 3 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, he was a fantasy. You didn't win him in fantasy because you didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah, he was good with the Jets for like a year.
Yep.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson. Yeah. All right. Well, everyone have a good Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And we will see you guys next week.
And I'll end it right here.
All right. The podcast is done.
Oh, man.
End it here with that. Does Callie know? Does Callie know that I'm the #1 CPS fan? I took the title from Mark. And
okay. Now he can't hear me.
Mark doesn't even jump on anymore.
Yeah, the pussy. Tell him I scared him off.
Yeah. I'll let him know. I'm sure he'll be.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't break my face if he ever actually saw me.
No.
By the way, that one shot, I didn't block him. I couldn't see any comments.
No, I know. And
it was weird.
Yeah, it's Facebook. Sometimes gives me problems when I go to log on.
Yeah.
It won't
show you. It won't sync up. So like I would see like Jay's, but then I wouldn't see Mark's. But then like if I went on the other thing, I wouldn't see Mark's, not Jay's.
If I jump online right now, there's going to be comments on there that didn't show up on my thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't even bother messing with it because I don't want to mess up the feed.
Yeah, it's
get
weird.
Kicked off, get kicked off, whatever. But
YouTube seems pretty consistent. If you jump on YouTube, that seems to be pretty good with keeping up, and it's pretty.
Yeah, I took notice of that too.
Consistent.
Yeah,
but then you don't see the Facebook back and forth because most of the people are on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
But
like where was Phil? Phil, he's usually on Facebook.
He jumped on. Earlier. And he's a downloader.
Okay.
He'll jump on
later. He'll listen later.
Yeah, he listens at work.
Well, that's what I do. I watch, like I said, if I wake up, like I have problems sleeping, so I'll go on like 3 a.m. and I'll put you guys on.
Oh,
I know, but the thing is, like Friday nights, I'm always going to football games. My nephew plays football for high school team, so I never get a chance to watch you guys.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, I know Fridays are tough. Like Fridays are not an easy night for a lot of people.
But I guess I always catch up. I always catch up at some point.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yeah, I don't know. We just decided, like, instead of going to a bar, we'll just do the show on Fridays instead of Saturdays at noon when we're getting hammered. And then
that's where it all started, right?
Yeah,
it started on
Saturdays.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember, I remember I was doing something, and I remember somehow it popped up on my thing where I found you guys. Yeah. And I think it was when you did Saturday shows because I was like bored or something, and I just popped up, and then that's when I kept. Oh, these guys are pretty funny. So I just went every Friday or whatever it was. I would start watching you guys every week. So it's amazing how that shit works out.
Let me see if I can find the picture if I go on Facebook, right, I should be able to find a post, I think. Oh. Oh, no.
What's that? What happened?
Ah, fuck. Well, it's really ironic that we're talking about all this. Because one of our absolute first listener was Greg Bowl, who was part of Sports With Dom and Six.
Yeah.
In Sacramento. And I just got
you told me that, yeah.
So I just got bad news that the co-host Greg Verosa passed away.
That sucks. Yeah, I remember you told me about him way back in the day.
Man. Ah, man.
That sucks. Say from what? Or just
No, I know he had a lot of health problems and he got his leg amputated and all that.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that sucks to hear that. Dude, just bad news.
I know. It'll get better. It'll get better. It always does.
It's always ups and flows, but man, the last
I know.
last
I hear
2
you.
months, man, it's just bad news after bad news. And now this dude, like,
dude,
it's so funny. Like, I mean, it's so ironic. I should say, not funny. It's so ironic. We're just talking about the early days of,
I know,
all this, and then they were literally our first listeners.
I remember you talking about him many times. Yeah.
All right, so Leslie Goodell. Let me look that up because Leslie. Oops.
Hopefully they don't lose you. My computer's ready to die. I'm
Okay.
shocked. I'm shocked it lasted this long. Honestly, I had like the worst battery ever on this computer. Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Oh no. So it was before that. So April 2nd, 2017, we met up with Leslie Goodell and Glenn Macnow.
Yeah. Yep. It was that.
So
What bar was that?
It wasn't that night. So it wasn't that night because that was at Patty Wax on South Street. Okay. So it wasn't that night, Mac. How do you spell
but I was talking to Glenn Macnow that night. I was telling
right, but there was another night. Right, there was another night with Glenn Macnow.
I might not have been there for that one then. I wasn't there for that one. MACNOW.
No K, right?
Nah. Yeah, it's MACNO. Yeah, Macnow.
Let's see if I can find. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see if I can find when that post was. From me. Here we go. Yes. All right, so here we go. March 9th, 2016.
Wow. Holy crap.
So that's 1 year.
Yeah, we didn't even do our first show yet.
We just did a drinking contest with Jen McLeod and Joe Sixpack. We lost, but we had so much fun.
Yep. Dude, you remember when we went to Wildfire Radio Studios? And we did the drinking shit? The beer pong?
with the fourth and go.
Fourth and go, yeah.
Yeah, fourth and go. So then that was 2016.
Wow,
and
that was a year later.
And your first show was 2017.
Yeah, it was the Super Bowl. I think it was like right before the Super Bowl because we were talking.
Yeah, so less than a year. So you're talking 9 months. 9 months later.
Yeah, 9 months later. I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was like maybe How the hell do we stay? How the hell do we stay in touch?
I know.
Like we didn't like we knew each other. Like we're all chumps.
We friended each other on Facebook and stuff.
We had to have. Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is. That's awesome. I mean, dude, I would never remember that stuff unless you look back at it.
I can't believe that dude died, man.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. And I remember you talking about. I remember you talk about them guys in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, man. My computer's gonna die.
All right, Callie. Thanks for jumping on, man.
Dude, if you need me, just I'm good to go.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. No, and your setup's working, so it's good.
Yeah, I got you if you need me.
All right, thanks, dude.
Go Birds.
All right.
Go Birds.
All right, man. Go Birds.
I'll text you Sunday.
All right, sounds good. Have a good Christmas, man.
Yep, you too, buddy. Later.
All right, Jay. I will. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. Anyone else who's still watching and tuned into the podcast tonight, thank you so much. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy the holidays, and we will see you guys next Friday. We're doing a show next Friday, 2 days after Christmas. Year in review show. It's gonna be a fun one. We'll see you guys. All right, later.